So, Will, I'm going to put this to you. If we asked you to go buy a skin, you've got a character, your ranger that's running around the overworld, and you want to have your profile picture that's always up there, staring right in the face in the corner of your screen, and when you go to the arena, that's what everyone sees as your avatar. How much are you willing to pay for this blinged out avatar that you absolutely love?
And you can customize it and make it your own so it represents you. That's a very good question, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna put myself in the spot as I'm the average gamer because I basically am. So if we're talking about a Web 2 game, I'd pay maximum $20, I think, because I think back of when I played Fortnite as well, and like what I would like buy for the skins and stuff, and like I wouldn't pay much. Because I honestly didn't care too much. But I'd say $20. If we're talking Web 3, like the number goes up to 3 digits. But I was thinking about something else too. Like I was just looking up as well the highest sold price for an Axie, and it was 1.1 million. ETH was at 300 ETH at the time, which was 1.1 million according to the Google search. And I'm like, what the heck is that? Clearly that's not like someone who's a gamer. Like that's not gaming. That's someone who's like investing. Like it's just a flex. It's like you're buying a watch or something.
That's not even that's not investing. That's speculating. That's absolute speculation. Yeah. That's not even close.
It's not gaming whatsoever. So when you bring this up, you're like the entry point is going to be too high if you're expecting people to pay $3,000 or pay even $300 for something in game. It's going to be way too high, especially if we go back to the topic we talked about last week, where we're talking about how huge mobile gaming is. And if you want to get on board mobile gaming, then we're talking like maximum $10 to buy something like as you get into the game. Like if it seems really interesting, you might put $10 and then you're going to put $10 more, $50, maybe $100, but you've got to get that entry in and keep it low. $300, nah, fam, never happening.
Never. Yeah. What would you say, Annie? I was gonna say, what would you say? What would be an all right price for you for again? Let's talk about the Illuvatars and like a profile picture, right? What would you say?
Yeah, I mean, from a cosmetic standpoint, so full disclosure, I'm probably willing to spend a little bit more than the average person, just because like the price point is all right for me in my personal situation. But no, I mean, I'm not rolling in cash over here, so I probably go up to 40, maybe $50 for like let's say a rare image of some kind. There's a super lit Ramfire that I love, or something that really kind of speaks to me. I'll go up that high. I'm not a big cosmetic person, right? So I would be more willing to pay, that kind of money for something that has like in-game utility, where there's a competitive advantage of some kind. So yeah, the cosmetic, not quite so much, but like I could see me going as high as that. If it's just like, hey, you get a random chance to get an Illuvatar and that's your profile picture. I'm going to spend $10 probably to be willing to do that. So that's a price point that I don't think anyone's going to balk at, whether you're Web 2 or Web 3. And I think that's the approach that we have to use. I put up a pretty long Twitter post arguing that when there was still the discussion going on in Illuvium, that we should not be trying to appeal to only the Web 3 natives in the space today. We need to be setting up these structures, and this is not just true for Illuvium. In any Web3 game, I do a lot of consulting with different projects, and I tell them, you need to be setting up your price points, your framework with Web2 gamers in mind. And that means you need to be going out and looking at Fortnite and Call of Duty and, racing games and others, collectible games, simulation games where, you're building houses. How much are you willing to pay for this painting to put in your virtual house, right? It's probably not $1 million. It's probably $5 or $10 or something on the top end. So you need to use that kind of a pricing model, and you're going to make money based on volume, because if you have that type of approach and you have good gameplay, there's interesting loops and mechanics, then you have a chance of actually attracting Web 2 gamers who are willing to play and pay money because they actually enjoy the product, not because they think they're going to sell the next Axie for $1 million, but because $5 is worth it to them to have that painting in their house in their video game because we enjoy virtual worlds and we're willing to pay for things that give us some value.